Why do you smoke every day?
You can't handle your business sober these days. You need to be in touch with the Most High.
How many grams do you smoke a day?
3 grams a day.
And how much does 1 gram cost?
Around $10.
So that's $30 a day, which is $210 a week, over $900 a month, and more than $11,000 a year.
Correct.
Do you know if you had quit smoking 10, 15 years ago and saved that money instead, you could have bought yourself a private jet by now?
Do you smoke?
No.
Then where's your private jet?
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What up? Monday morning after a beautiful weekend. Well, for me, weather-wise, it was. I don't know how it was. I don't know in everybody's area if everybody's weather was good. I just knew if everybody's weather was nice. I did some walking. I did some working out. I did a lot of radio stuff, a lot of working in Dallas, a lot of working in Philly and doing things like that. I'm actually going to be on 100.3 WRNB today from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., which means I got to leave here early, which means you got me for a strong hour. So that's why I try to get here on time, start on time, try to make sure there was no technical difficulties, try to make sure that this laptop last night was acting correctly. And so far, so good. So I hope everybody's weekend was good. Like I said, I chilled. Well, I didn't chill. I worked. Ran my mouth. And it went well. That's what I think. I think it went well. So if you ever want to catch me on K104, there's a K104 app on the weekends. I do that from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then boom, I'm in Philly from 3 to 6. That's Saturday's schedule. Then so far, Sunday's schedule is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on K104 in Dallas. Then 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays on 100.3 WRNB. I will give you more information. I'll get you more familiar once we see if this schedule is solidified. Everything like that. You see the title, Will Social Media Force Justice for Nolan Wells? So much is out. And like I always say, I'm a broken record. It's the gift and the curse of social media. The gift is now people who obsessively are on their phone and obsessively on social media have time to dissect everything. What I've been saying over and over again, that's the problem with a lot of these celebrities who come on here and treat that microphone that they're on like it's 2015 and think that they can say something and it won't be fact checked. No, everything will be fact checked. There will be 600 different angles on what you said. You don't just say it the way back in the day. He made this comment and nobody else has a voice and an opinion, and that comment or that statement stands alone. And back in the day, we had no platform to give our views and opinions on something. We now do. Each and every one of us does. That can be the curse, because some people just have views and opinions based on what they want, how they want to get engagement and likes and views and all that good stuff. So it's really just for shock value, like it's always been. They just haven't been as many platforms. Hasn't been a platform for the normal folk to be able to be outrageous and do the clickbait and do the trigger warnings and do all that good stuff. So now you have people who can analyze videos, who are super tech savvy, who, once again, the blessing of being obsessed with your phone, you know the ins and outs. You know how to research things. You know how to find things out. You know how to find people's information. People see somebody do something outrageous and put a video of some racist statement or racist activity they do. They can find out your address. They can find out everything. Let me see. Let me make sure. Do I have that? I don't know if I put that in here. I'm glad I thought about that. I don't have that. And I wrote that down. I don't have that. Shoot, I should have put that down. Let me write that down just to give y'all an update on that. I have some other disturbing news. So with that being said, people are now getting emergency phone calls that were made from the boat that Nolan's friends were in, that where they called for help, and they're hearing things in the background, and they're dissecting the things in the background and trying to amplify what was said in the background, which is pretty shocking. They people on social media can listen. I ain't built like that. I don't know how to do it. Can find the GPS on the boat and can find the inconsistencies in stories. And once again, there's somebody leading the way for these young people to get on a podcast and explain what happened without a lawyer sitting next to them. Some older person, some judge who happens to be somebody's mom or stepmom, thought it would be a good idea for him to one of the young men to stand in front of a camera, sit in front of a camera, and give his depiction of what happened. Well, that's not going to turn out well, because in some of that podcast interview, he's basically contradicting everybody's story. But people have time. People have time to compare stories. People have time to compare what they've seen and what they've heard and compare it and contrast it. That's the gift. I don't know what on God's green earth would have somebody sit with a podcaster and actually answer questions about something having to do with a murder without a lawyer sitting there. First of all, why would you do it to begin with? Why would you do it to begin with? Second of all, how would you answer questions without a lawyer sitting next to you to stop you? The third thing is, how has nobody actually been questioned by police and authorities? That's when you realize exposing the corruption in Mississippi. Nobody has been questioned. Nobody has been questioned. But the questions are coming. How everybody gets this information, I do not know. How you get information on how the body, when it was delivered for the second autopsy, was laying or how it was placed is beyond me. It's way past my pay grade. I have no idea how they do it, but they do. I didn't grow up with this technology. Many have. So they find out this information. Like I said, they compare and contrast it. They dissect it. And maybe, just maybe, that'll be the force that exposes this corruption to America enough where somebody goes to prison. And like I said before, somebody has what happened on that island, whether it happened on the island, off the island, where it happened on the boat, somebody has it in their phone. Somebody, if they tried to delete it, it is in their cloud. Somebody has what happened. We live in a society that is obsessed that anything happens, they take their phone out. I've taken my phone out in situations. I've taken my phone out and started recording things that have happened at my high-paying job. But it is on demand. Somebody has that. Now, is it enough pressure? Will there be enough pressure for that person to crack? Will they be forced to turn that over? Will they be forced to show us what they have? Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea if that's going to happen. And the man has stepped in the building after a long vacation of being on the islands and chilling and jet skiing and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Jay Black has now entered the building. Yeah. Well, welcome back there, guy. How was the vacation? How was it? How did everything go? How it seemed like it was an amazing time. It seems like you guys were doing a bunch of stuff and y'all had matching outfits every single day, which is adorable.
I heard you talking crap about that. Yeah, we had the matching shirts and
every single day. Y'all a couple of y'all was on a field trip. I don't have the video. I didn't know you was gonna be here, else I would have had the video. I had one video I wanted to clip up and play for y'all. So Jay Black is back.
Sure.
So explain. Come on, give us the rundown. I'm leaving here at 8 o'clock. So give us the rundown.
Good. I gotta go too, because why would I schedule myself a 9 o'clock meeting on your that's just dumb. You need a vacation from the vacation. But I had to leave anyway too. Did we tell the doctor not to come on today?
I asked her if she could come on at 7:30. She didn't respond. So I'm gonna ask her if we can reschedule for next week.
Good morning, Tawana. Yeah, vacation. It's dope. Like, I can't even explain. Sometimes we just need to relax and just not let the life, trials and tribulations get to us. Just breathe.
The grind of life. Yes, the grind of life.
Just breathing, and it felt good. Like, we did a lot, and I said I didn't even have an itinerary, because you always talking about me doing too much, so we didn't even have an itinerary.
Thank God.
We just let it flow.
Yeah.
So what you feel like doing?
Yes. Let it happen.
You want to get up and walk the horses on the beach? All right, well,
why not? Let's do it.
So she, hey, you want to take this train ride and go to the plantation station? I went to a plantation, and it just made me mad seeing.
Yeah, I don't like doing any of it. Like, every time I've been offered to do stuff like that, there's a tour, and they'll announce the tour, and I'll hear people. I'm like, why do I want to go to a plantation to piss myself off?
Yeah, and that's exactly what that's all these racist people, and on the walls, but it's good to see how they treat dog. They used to have to go in buckets and little hole next to each other. Imagine pooping next to somebody. What the heck? Like, they did them slaves dirty, but the fun stuff. It was all fun though.
Slaves dirty. Yeah, they did. Jay.
They did them. Like, I took some pictures. I was like, yo, what? This is how damn. Are these actual shackles? But it's good to know the history and see that our ancestors went through a lot for us, for the freedom and rights that we have now. And, because we know if we was born during them times, we would have had to deal with it.
How much did it cost? What
was that? Oh, our money is like Barbados is like $100 is 50 US. So everything is half. So what was that? It was $15.
That's what irritates too. There's somebody who may not be of our complexion makes money off of a tour.
They do that in jail now.
They do that in jail now.
Where they make it next to each other. Well, no, this Stacy, it was for. I'm gonna give you the pictures because I'm gonna let you get a visual how this.
Well,
it's different from jail. Jail is bad because you're in front of people, and there's crabs on the toilet, nasty little like all type of
It's disgusting. Yeah. It's disgusting. But the fact that somebody makes a profit over just showing you the pain that the the disgusting treatment that was done to other human beings. Just that's another thing that irritates me. That's another thing that gets me. But I don't know exactly where the money goes. I just in my mind, I have this thing where there's somebody who doesn't look like us who's making money off of just, hey, come down and let me show you how we.
Yeah, it is a white owner. And I asked the tour guy. I said, I did. You know, I did. I was like, and all everybody looked at me. I'm like, what? I said, nobody was thinking it. I want to know, is this new person that brought it? They said, Ray. They said, well, no, and then the lady was trying to sell the fact that he ain't. And then she looked back and said, you know, that's what they tell us. And like, it was one of those.
Yeah, exactly. Even in the end, even showing it off, the master profits off of it, which is diabolical, which is something that, and that's why I don't even go, because then you know how my mind gets. I just thought, oh, this goes to that, then this person gets paid that, and then the people who have to work it. They
had to all go sitting next to each other in little buckets like this.
Wow.
Like this is what our peoples went through.
Wow.
I was like, yo, they said, yeah, they had some good conversations back then. I said, I don't know if that was a good joke or what. Was that like, they probably had to, you know, you that close to somebody. I was like, yeah, I was fascinated on the tours. Like I was, and then obviously ends in the rum tasting, the same plantation, and then they only want to sell you their rum and all that. Yeah. So yeah, the island itself is amazing. The videos, the photos, like I said, walking horses on the beach, the train rides, the Bridgetown shopping, the spot, like all that, the Oystons, the hanging, the Michael Jackson impersonator and performances, and the Oystons and all that stuff. It was needed. The beach was needed. I could float in the water out there. I felt like I was a Michael Phelps, because I can't float in no other water.
Well, I saw you float too when Lady Q bulldozed you on the rails. I saw when she, whatever the inner tubes, and
she fed me to the sharks, as somebody said in the comment. Yeah, she put me right in the water.
That was a lot. I'm gonna have that for tomorrow. My
mom called me. My mom said, I don't care how much money it is to call you in Barbados. Are you okay? People can die getting water in the lungs. She had you out in that ocean. Like, my mom was really worried. She was really, 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 really worried. Yeah.
He's fine.
That's what I was like. It's the ocean. It's the ocean. What up, Jay Wells? No, but honestly, we didn't want to leave. I felt like 2 more days. Like I felt like 8, 9 days, 10 days, 9. I think that's probably the sweet spot. I had to rent a car. Yo, you know what I realized too? Driving to rent a car on the other side of the roads. Mm-hmm. First off, it's harder driving on the other side. Like you drive
just because you're not used to it. You ain't spent 50 years driving one way and then 20, whatever it is.
That part was difficult, but not having a backup cam, not having alerts to beep, dog, I was tearing that rental car up. Parking, everything is, dog, you driving, like, I guess I'm so used to a backup camera and beeps that you don't have any of that.
That's funny. You trust your backup camera like that? Yes, I still don't. I still don't trust my backup camera. I look at it, but I still look.
No, it's what do you mean? It's good, but
very rarely, because every backup cam has a different perception. Every backup cam has a different depth on how close or how far the car behind you is, or when you're pulling in. Everyone has a different, like, for some, like, I'm used to my cars now, but I know when I get in my mom's car, I realize that it's not as far back as I think it is. Watching the camera,
like some images maybe appear to be closer.
To be closer. Maybe, especially when I get in those rental cars, I'm like, oh, like some of them are better and some of them are worse.
Stacey Mitchell said, "I trust now with my life."
Well, you go ahead. You trust it.
And then at least beeps when you're near a freaking wall. I wouldn't have smashed the bumper, dog. I smashed the bumper so bad. The light. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, you might want to put this all on. You might want to say allegedly about all this.
Already, I got it looking good enough. They cleared me. They walked around. They did call me. They did call me yesterday. After the fact, I said, "Oh, should I answer?" I didn't answer. I said, "I don't know. Maybe they was calling us to say, hey, how was everything? How could we do something?"
Did you answer?
Different? I didn't answer.
Why would you not? When you see that deduction on your card,
dumbass nigga,
you better just answer the phone.
They cleared me already. They already cleared me. Like, they walked around the car. I was cleared.
They cleared me already.
Yeah. Barely on F. I forgot my backup camera is even there. Oh, KT don't use hers. Y'all wildin'. Y'all better use your backup camera. It stops you on that red. Beep, 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 beep.
No, I use it. I just don't use it entirely. Like if it wasn't there, it wouldn't change. It wouldn't change parking. Like, but I do use it. Like it does come in handy. Like I do use it especially when I'm in a rush and I'm trying to park somewhere. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna do that. Don't really use it at all. Oh, Miss Parker says she only really my car doesn't even have a backup cam. Y'all bullshit. No, you just got a car from 2014. Like what car did you get? Do you have power windows?
Miss Miranda Rick like this. What y'all say? All right, Clay later. that's Random Rick.
The only thing he got is he can preset his radio stations. That's the only thing. Do you have Bluetooth? Is there Bluetooth in your car? I'm still old school. I use my head and my neck.
She's out there. She look all back. And she, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, you know what else I did? I wasn't gonna tell you I did this because after the full body massage, first off, I tell you I'm hooked. I'm gonna try to
tell you. We've been telling you that forever.
It's special. Anybody that you don't even need to be going through nothing. You get a full body massage.
You go to sleep.
You go to sleep. You start drooling. Don't even realize it. Like you're in a whole nother lane. That was a whole different experience. But I had extra vouchers because when you stay more than 5 nights, they hook you up. So Lady Q was like, "Well, try the facial." I did a facial. I'm whispering.
I had a whole year supply of facials and full body massages that I used to go to. The facial is amazing, and then they start working on and do.
I don't know what it was, rocks or salt rocks. I don't know what was in the stuff, and I said I don't think I should. As a guy, should I?
Did y'all both get the massages?
Yeah, but not at the same room. We had our own rooms, but yeah.
Oh, y'all get in the same room so y'all could chit chat. Oh, you went to sleep anyway.
Nobody want to chit chat. I'm trying to relax.
That's when you really relax. You chit chat and got AM, FM, yeah.
But and then there's the embarrassing parts too. But anyway,
what's the embarrassing parts? You gotta get naked.
Your body does things you be trying not to do, and that's the only part of nothing.
What the hell did your body? I need more time for this. This guy got aroused during a full body massage. My God!
You can control your side. You control. It's embarrassing. How do you? We had a masseuse.
I'm super relaxed. I don't even be thinking about it.
I don't be thinking about it either.
Well, obviously you did.
No, and I'm whispering because man, I ain't know I can. Mike,
did you tell Lady Q that?
Yeah, I told her.
Wait, you got aroused during the facial? Wait a second. Hold on.
She got dick dash.
No.
During the facial?
No. No. I was just saying as a guy, I was like, yo, do guys be really like, sometimes I'd be stuck in this male-centered headspace growing up that men don't do certain things. So I was like, I'm getting facials, but that's all right. It's better than getting pedicures and all that manicures. So I did
your hands look so much better when you get your nail. I don't get them painted. I just get them painted clear. I haven't had one in a long time. Get your feet done. Your feet be all soft and nice. What? I do 2 massages a trip. One when I get there, one before I leave.
Nice. I see. That's what I was trying to do. She told me I was overkill. Stacy going to Los Cabos. She going to Mexico next week, I believe, too. Good morning, Afro Queen.
What up, y'all? Good morning.
But the facials, the massages, the ocean, the different resorts, the driving, we went into like Little Cove Bay and we went in places where tourists don't go because having a rental car you really can explore. And YouTube was teaching us a lot that we know where to go, where not to go. But there's no real place not to go. Barbados is one of the safest countries out there. So we were deep in them streets, cows and goats and roosters and chickens crossing the road, literally. But no, it was cool. It was definitely worth it. Well worth it. You're getting facials and therapy. Yeah, I'm therapy, facials. What is going on with me?
2026 is it's a whole different Jay Black. It's a whole different Jay Black, y'all. Listen, y'all leave. Yeah.
He probably farted. No.
Nah, he didn't do that. He didn't do that.
That would have been the most embarrassing. That's embarrassing too. You hold that gas, nigga. Hold that. In tight quarters.
No, whenever a person giving you a massage goes, whenever they do a full body, they go, when they do that noise, okay.
I see how people propose to Masu. Remember Aisha said with her fingers and people will propose. After I even told Lady Q, I said, I see what Aisha was talking about. Like I asked her, would she be willing to take a massage course? I did. I said, lady,
now you want her to learn more shit. Nice.
Yeah, she said she would be open to it. I was like, yo, would you be, if you could do that with the oils and make that's such an amazing, relaxing feeling. And then you find where the little knots are and then it don't hurt. Like she softly, little back pain of the man. Them fingers. Well, Aisha said them fingers. Her feel that's the good stuff.
Poor Lady Q. I'm sure she can't describe her massage like this. I know she can't tell me, oh, it was amazing. I see why people get engaged.
Here you go, starting shit.
Poor thing can't share her experience. It was amazing. Imagine if she said, "Yeah, I was embarrassed because I was." You.
She different though. Lady Q different.
No, she not human, huh? She not human. She not human.
She saw this chick with the BBLs freshly done and was like, "Yo, look at her ass!" Like she got me looking like we different. We're a different couple.
And you know what? That's good. I've seen couples like that. There you go.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. That massages be feeling good, especially the shoulders.
The shoulders.
The shoulders you feel like they be cracking. They don't crack, but you just feel like, oh wow, that's been there the whole time.
The underneath your neck and shoulder, like I said, Lady Q, we gotta figure this out.
Man, that one lady said, that one woman said when she got up, she had to literally get on she was like, wow, you got a lot going. This is serious. She had to jump on and I said, oh shit. But when I got done, I felt the weight of the world had been removed. The stress of the world had been removed. I'm glad you guys did that. A massage can cause you to burn past gas and get hard. How about that, Aisha? Why you skip everything else except that? Why you skip all?
Aisha is a masseuse, so she used to do that.
I should turn somebody out with them hands.
She get the music on, get the fingers going. Hey, legs, what up, legs? Yeah, that's why I said that's a night we could have. We should have a person on to talk about that. That's a profession.
Aisha can talk about it. Aisha can
we
come
need
up
somebody
here
else. I look at her like Mo. It's like we need somebody. Like we be having a person. We need somebody else.
Okay, Aisha, break down. Aisha, matter of fact, Aisha, how about you practice on somebody? You bring any rocks back from the practice?
I want to show you my rock.
You gonna show this rock?
No,
from Barbados. This is the rock I got from
Barbados.
Welcome back, Jay Black. Welcome to the Spotlight is crazy.
I'm on it. I ain't know if I had Googled. Is it too bad to get too many? That's how much I think I need. I don't know if it's gonna be twice every 2 weeks, once a month. But I was trying to see. But I need that in my life for sure. I got to figure out the budget for it. All right. But yes, Barbados was dope, and that was the anniversary, and it was love. All love.
She want this. She want the link right now. She want to jump on here right now.
Aisha,
cool. No.
The doc. Okay.
The doc. Let me set off. I totally forgot.
I be the knots in the show, and they feel the knots. I don't know how they detect where, because I'm like, I be telling my wife it's a pain, and she act like she don't feel it. I'm like, you feel that? She's like, right? Like I feel
because you act like Lady Q studied this shit. Like she could know where the knots are.
What I'm saying is right there. I feel the knot. I feel the pain right there, and she I'm like, you don't feel that? She be like, but it's right there. How do you not feel it? But the lady can feel it.
And don't forget, the lady might also be scamming you just to make sure you keep coming back. Yeah, I feel that. She like, ain't shit here. I feel that. I'm gonna take care of that right there. Yeah, I got that. That one right there.
Can y'all
honestly,
feel the
if you got a good massage, you don't even need a chiropractor. At least this was my experience. I went to the chiropractor for 6 months, but the masseuse I got she had me feeling better. Yeah. The masseuses, they're amazing. You go to the right one, they're amazing. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't think he knows which one he got.
Yeah.
I don't think he got the African American one. He picked the black massage.
What did she just say? EFF. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna try because I gotta go to the radio station. I don't want to start mispronouncing words now. I don't even want to start mispronouncing words off the door.
Good morning, LaShawn.
Go ahead.
All is good. And then while I was out there, I saw LeBron. LeBron came to Philly. You know, that's a major thing. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if y'all heard and out here.
Yeah, I've been on the radio blasting off about
I
that.
I don't know. But we got LeBron. We got a squad.
And quickly, let me just say this before I get on the radio and say this. Normally, when you get somebody as iconic as LeBron James and somebody as transcendent as LeBron James, you have to sign him to an historical transcendent contract.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sign him to something record-breaking type of deal, which normally happens. They didn't. They got the Bentley Coupe for Mini Cooper prices. So Sixer organization, I said it yesterday, I'm going to say it again when I get on that microphone at 100.3 WRMB. You have no reason to gouge people for ticket prices. You have no excuse to gouge people for ticket prices. You spent nothing. So now, if them parking prices go up by $15 or them second level tickets go up by $30 or $40, that is simply you telling us you're doing it because you can. The contract with Jaylen Brown
with Viagra, they spent $12,000, and the wife, he did it out of the account, and the wife didn't know, and he's caught all up now. For that was for partial season tickets, 12,000. Like people already
ridiculous. People, get your life together. All their games are going to be televised now. They're going to be on Christmas. They're opening day. They're going to be during the week. But let me tell you, and don't bring up Jaylen Brown's contract. Well, we still got to pay for Jaylen Brown. I looked up the numbers. Jaylen Brown's contract and Paul George are very similar yearly on what they were paying. So now if you want to gouge everybody and dig in people's pockets, it's simply because you have the opportunity, and that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I reached out to my plug. I definitely reached out to my plug, and they was like, yo, my phone blowing up. I said, I need to be there. I ain't asked you for no favors in years. Matter of fact, I'm going to reach out to the Sixers official DJ. We should probably have him on. Let's talk about the hype. DJ Ghost. He remembers us from the radio. He always shows love. I'll reach out to him.
We'll bring DJ Ghost out there.
Ghost up, yeah.
I might make it to one game, but ain't nobody digging in my pocket. I watch LeBron James from the comfort of my home.
Now,
he's right there.
He's arguably the greatest player of all, like one of the top 3 of all times. And to be able to see him play like in your city, like that's a different experience.
I've seen the greats play, and guess what? I'm glad I ain't spent a bunch of money on it. They said on the news $300 for nosebleed. See, that's the bullshit. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. You have no excuse. You're paying the man the minimum. I think it's $8 million for 2 years.
Yeah, because he wanted.
You got a dollar store, a basement bargain, and what you're going to do is charge people up tremendously. Yeah. And the same people who running around Philly chanting LeBron and with this euphoric feeling are the ones that are priced out. They're the ones that ain't going to be able to get in.
Nah,
trust me.
Yeah, you got to experience it.
No, you don't. You can watch that shit at any sports bar with the people and cheer it on. And have a good time.
Mike, we went to games together. Pause. You know, it's a different experience when you in the game at the stadium. Was that a playoff game we went to?
Yeah,
it was like that. Dog.
I went to an NBA Finals game. When they played the Lakers, I was 8 rows from the floor watching Kobe, Shaq, AI, and the rest of them. Listen, I'm not spending the money that they want just to sit there and watch. I enjoyed it. Shout out to Matt Cord, who gave me the tickets. Matt Cord gave me the tickets. Yeah. He's the legendary. He used to be the legendary voice of the Sixers. He retired. I wonder if he's coming back now. Mike, they're gonna them prices. Yes, I know, and it's ridiculous because they have no reason other than to say, I need somebody to call them out on this bullshit. I need somebody to call them
a party out. Pooper, joy killer in every aspect.
I'm for the people.
I get it, but you know what's
gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Damn, I'm excited.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Here you go.
You're gonna make the prices so that once again, when the Knicks play the Sixers in the playoffs, you're gonna make the prices that only rich ass New Yorkers are gonna come down and cop and make that like a home game. I'm telling you.
Well, anytime they held up releasing the schedule, the Adam Silver, the league commissioner, said we can't put out the new season schedule until LeBron decides on the team, because they got to make sure that they capitalize and maximize the TV exposure, all of that. So LeBron holds a lot of weight. So of course the price is going to go up, Mike. You can't get the
But
best.
there's no, of course, the math don't math. There's no reason for it other than you're trying to make a bigger profit than you already were. The math don't math. If he would have signed a $300 million contract, that's
He's
normally
too
their
old for that.
go-to.
But he's too old for that.
But their go-to is that. That's why I said don't bring up Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen Brown's contract with Paul George is comparable. If you look at the numbers, I think Paul George was going to make $50 million. Gilly made the announcement at the Welcome America for July concert. He said he was coming. He said he heard it here first. LeBron said he didn't need money. He just wants the championship. First of all, don't believe any of the nonsense.
Yeah, I don't look at that part of it, because he was still narrowing the teams down. But once we got Jaylen Brown, I thought it was a good chance that he can come, because I said, why wouldn't you want to come to a team that got Embiid, you got Max, and you got VJ, and now you got Jaylen Brown? You got a chance to end your career with another franchise bringing them a championship. So every franchise he worked for, every team he played for, he won a ship.
Absolutely.
So the odds are in our favor, Philly. We have a dope squad. If they just get this chemistry together, then let Embiid rest into the run, because fragile Embiid, that's our guy. But he known to get hurt. So let's work out the chemistry early on, and then let's rest Embiid. LeBron ain't gonna play every game either because of his age. This far, but we can make a serious run, and there's no reason that we shouldn't.
And let's get this other thing. And this is where people feel like they shouldn't demand. I'm demanding shit. Let me tell you another thing I'm demanding. Y'all, neither one of y'all, LeBron, you ain't sitting out home games. Anything you want to sit out, you're gonna sit that shit out on the road.
Away games. Mm.
Don't come over here and talk about people are paying money specifically to come see you, and you want to take some home games off. Nah, my dude, ain't no home games being taken off. That ain't even my team, and I'm mad because I already see the nonsense coming.
Yeah, they definitely gonna do it.
I still think it's ridiculous what the Knicks did with the playoffs, what they did with the NBA Finals. What they did was make thousands of people sit outside and watch it on the screen, and everybody had a good time. It's still nonsense. It's still nonsense how they treat us and the gouging of capitalism. Real talk. And I'm gonna keep beefing about it. And I'm beefing about it on behalf. And I'm beefing about it on behalf of the person who makes $50,000 a year, the person who makes $60,000 a year, and just wants to take their son or their daughter to a damn game. That's why I'm beefing about it.
All right, so Mike is a party pooper. He's the Grinch. LeBron is in Philly. I'm happy for everybody in the Philly and South Jersey. I'm excited. Mike said they're going to raise our prices, so we shouldn't go to the games, Mike. That's the protest. We got our doctor in the green room.
What you mean? What choice do you have but not to go to the games? Because you can't afford you can't afford to spend $1,000 to go to a game. Aisha's in the building. What up, Mom? What's going on? How are you? Good morning. Thank you for joining us early. I'm sorry.
Good morning.
Yep, I just talked about my full body.
I had a coffee.
You had a coffee?
I know. I said it sounded like somebody didn't get to have his coffee this morning.
Yeah, grumpy Mike. I know. He just grumpy.
I just ain't gonna let y'all gouge hardworking people with no excuse now. Normally the excuse is we had to pay LeBron $300 million. You got him at dollar store prices. You got him at the minimum, the veteran minimum. This is unheard of. It's never happened before. Somebody in this status getting paid $8 million for 2 years. There are people on the bench getting paid that. So what I'm saying is now you want a price gouge where you're going to charge somebody $12,000 for a partial season ticket?
Yeah, the dude and his wife was upset because he used it from their joint account. People breaking up their marriages, Doc, because they got to get these LeBron tickets. So I get it. I want to go too. I reached out to my plugs first. I reached out to people I ain't talked to in a while, like, yo, I need that. Keep me on the list.
And trust me, y'all not getting me. I ain't nobody spending $500 to go see somebody I've seen 6,000 times.
You seen LeBron live in Philly with a
No,
60
I haven't
jersey
seen.
on? All right, then.
But who cares? Y'all not gonna get me on that. If he went to the Knicks, I wouldn't have spent that money. Y'all not getting me. Y'all can get mad at me because ain't nobody playing me for that. You got to be kidding me.
how many? Look, forgive the girl on the side that don't really follow. How many games come with a partial season ticket?
I
Well, he
think
got different packages. It's
they got
different parts.
different packages.
It's different packages. You could buy a 12 game package. I don't even know how many it's a bunch of different ones. You can buy a
Okay.
smaller
How many games come with the $12,000 one?
Oh, the one that lost the guy. I saw it on Instagram.
20?
I said, "Oh, he in trouble."
Maybe 20.
12 grand.
Find 20 friends.
Real talk.
All y'all go to one game.
And let me tell you something else. Let's just say I have been a season ticket holder for the last 5 years. When they made an announcement that LeBron came to the team, I just realized the profit I'm about to make because I'm not going to most of these games. Trust me, I'm reselling these bitches. If you think I'm gonna miss out on making a cool $30,000-$40,000 for doing nothing except giving you my ticket, you got to be kidding me. God bless them if you already got them season tickets. And you deserve it, because if you had season tickets for the struggling Sixers, you deserve to make your money now. And when the playoffs come, oh golly, I would love to know what those suites cost. All right, since you're here, Doc, I have to leave early. I want to show you this. This was very interesting to me. Okay. So Usher and Chris Brown are on tour.
Yes.
Tour going crazy, and we're getting all the. I didn't know that Cherries traveled. I didn't know Usher was going to do the Cherries.
I've seen Usher live. Yeah. Look, Usher put on a nice show. Now, I haven't seen Usher and Chris Brown, but I've seen Usher live. Woo.
Well,
all I can say is he put on a nice show.
I thought in the intimacy of Las Vegas, even though it was thousands of people, it's not a stadium. You know what I'm saying? They're performing at football stadiums. Right. So I thought, I don't know if he's going to do the Cherries. I didn't think Cherries would travel to a football stadium. Well,
Cherries. Oh, did they travel? Did the Cherries travel?
They traveled. And the bed traveled because, these two are still doing the same tired routine that Janet Jackson did when she used to pick a dude that they used to make seem was just out the audience. And she would have him on a chair and she would grind all on him. Well, Usher got one. You what?
I like Janet. Why you doing?
No, I like Janet. I just, the whole thing where you just pick a random person. You ain't picking no random person, Janet. We know you're not picking no random. You ain't getting no random dude. You getting the gayest background dancer you have, and you're gonna put them in the audience, and you're gonna bring him up, and you're gonna tie his hand, and then anytime. And he played. You ain't doing it to me or Jay Black, because you already know you ain't doing it to me or Jay Black. You know that. You gonna get the pinkest Timberland that you could find and bring them on there. This young lady got called up. She didn't follow the game plan. She didn't give Usher the reaction that he was used to. Ooh. And Usher caught a little attitude. So he caught a little attitude at the end and said, I don't think she wants to be on the stage, and took his earpiece out. But I'm going to let you see how it went there. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to let it. I'm not going to play the music the entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to catch it. They're going to catch it or not.
So she's sitting there. She's looking like she's into it.
Yeah, she looks.
And then he goes down, and she says, she nods, brings the head down, then he stops.
She got a boyfriend, probably. Let me see.
Obviously. No, we're gonna keep going.
Or she probably don't want to be grinded on in public.
Yeah, and then he does, he does the old school. Yeah, I'm a creep
and
up on you.
And that's where she got turned off.
And then she.
She looking stiff.
Then she pulled.
Yeah.
Then
she got somebody.
Back.
She got somebody.
And here goes the attitude. Right there, he said, I don't think she wants to be on the stage. Here you go. We're going.
She ain't going to be on the stage.
So she got a lot of backlash, and then she made a statement.
Oh, you got the statement. Okay.
I
Okay.
got the statement. Relax, vacation people. I've been doing this show by myself. Relax. Relax. Okay. Over here. You ain't got your statement? Yeah, I got the statement. And the statement is arrogant. And I give her credit because she came for him. She said, first of all, nobody's declining to go on stage because people were saying, if you go on stage, you know what you're supposed to get. Which in itself sounds crazy. In itself, when people say, if you get on stage with him, you seen what he does. So basically, because he fondles everybody else, that means you're supposed to allow him to do that to you.
You know what?
You know you can say no, right?
You know you get in the water, you got to swim. Like, I mean, what are you saying? Like, you know what's going to happen.
It's not the same thing. That is not the same thing. You can decide, I don't want to kiss you. It's 2026, you bunch of cave people. And it was women saying this shit. So there's a statement. First off, nobody's declining to go on stage. I looked good as fuck. You thought I wasn't going to let thousands of people see me on the big screen? Where you bitches will never be. My mom and I had floor seats. Their team approached us and moved us to VIP before the show even started. That's Usher's people picking out the one that he's gonna like.
On the eyes. Okay.
She looks like his wife, actually, so I can see that.
Well, not the old one, not the old one he used to be married to.
Whoever he was with a year and a half ago in Miami. Let me just say that, because that's when I saw.
All right, so she says VIP before the show even started. Then she says, pretty privileges, something you bitches will never know about.
Ooh,
they don't say who you're going up there for. So I guess that's either you don't know if it's Chris Brown or Usher or whatever. Y'all wanted me to get up there and F him. Question mark. Chat folks aren't used to anything. That's the most exciting thing that would have happened in y'all little ass lives. F y'all. Disrespectfully.
She said disrespectfully.
I would 100% like to applaud her. I would like to applaud her.
Mad at her at all.
I would like to applaud her for not thinking, for not allowing Usher to think. And this is what happens. This is why a lot of situations, I ain't got enough time to get into it. This is why a lot of situations happen. Because the majority of women that these guys come across go along with their program. And when they don't go along with the program, and this is off the stage, they feel so entitled that they will tell women, you knew what was going to happen when you got here. Yeah. And that's why a lot of people wind up in court.
But Mike, it's entertainment. You know, everybody, like you just said, you just replayed the whole Janet Jackson scene, the grinding, the gyrating and all that. You know, once you agree to go on stage, that's what's going to happen. So if you're not going to be down with that, why go on stage?
If that's the case, then Jay, they should have told her that this is what you're agreeing to.
You already know that.
No, you don't know.
Actually,
you have to tell somebody that. You have to give her the rules.
So you live in a cave.
Gonna happen.
So you live under a rock. You don't know that when you go. Dr. Aisha, you just said he come out with the cherries. He do. So you already know that. So if you go on stage,
I knew he came out with the cherries. I actually never knew about the bed scene. I'd never seen that. Yeah. So you bring out it's a whole bed on stage and you taking somebody up on stage like, whoa, what's going to happen?
Sean said, don't take your ass on that stage then. If you don't want to participate, don't take your ass on the stage.
And that's the same mentality. And that's the same mentality that don't take your ass in a hotel room. Don't take your ass on the tour bus. Don't take your ass back to his apartment.
That's
and
true.
Guess what happens? People wind up locked up. And you can't tell somebody don't go on the stage because what? Because they're going to miss the moment because I won't let him rub up on me. It's the women that be it's your own people. It's the women that be killing the women. It be your own.
Good morning,
I'm smiling about that because you know what? He's so right. Like in the 2026, 2027, y'all, women still have the right to say no. And he was
Absolutely.
offended because she said no.
On stage though,
And
Doc.
but I mean, like, look, does she have some responsibility? Yes. Does he and his team have some responsibility for her to give consent before, like, they moved her to VIP? I'm not gonna say no to VIP seats. I didn't have plenty, and she right, pretty girl privileges do exist. I didn't have plenty of VIP seats.
Girl, shut
Um,
the fuck up. No, no, brother, he said play the clip.
LaShawn is tripping.
LaShawn ain't trying to hear.
Because LaShawn, since we want to get it, and I ain't got that much time. LaShawn is one of those brainwashed program women that believe that it's her privilege to let him rub up on her. It's her privilege to get on stage and let him do a whole bunch of sexual acts to her. That's her privilege. And why would you come on stage if you're not going to let it happen? Because she's not. Because that's the choice. She can come on stage and you can sing to me.
Right. Yeah. Because why would you want to be grinded on? I'm being very careful with my words.
Don't fall into our shenanigans. Don't mess up your clientele. Don't mess up your clientele. Don't mess up your clientele.
Professional the other day.
Why would you want to be grinded on and all that kind of stuff in public? You know, like, don't get me wrong. The whole cherry thing is cute, but if he had to approach me and my girlfriend with a cherry thing, I think I might have stepped back and behind somebody. I would not have allowed.
Wouldn't have went on stage.
She's kind of right. Who doesn't want to go on stage, right? And have Usher sing to her or dance in front of her, right? Like, dance in front of me, sing to me, but do I want to lay on this bed and let you do all that so that millions, billions of people can see that? Because I mean, the cameras are out there. Hence is how you got it on this show.
Hey.
So I wouldn't have allowed somebody to do all of that to me in public. Usher's married and he was sweaty, y'all. Like, Usher's fine, but all the sweat and all that stuff, that's not.
So Mike, Cardi B or Beyonce got you on stage. Cardi B, she want to give you a lap dance on stage. You not gonna do it?
No, I'm not going on stage. I'm not going on stage.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doctor Aisha, what I'm about to say, because you here, and I almost feel like I should take your square off here. I feel like
bring it down for a second. Bring it down for a second.
Yeah, I've been around bad bitches all my life. So listen, don't think that. No disrespect to Cardi B. Don't think that I'm gonna be overly stimulated and be like, oh, I'm gonna lose my mind when I got a wife. If I got a wife and I got a girl, you're not doing that to me. So, and y'all better start realizing that these ain't nothing but human beings who happen to have a talent.
She knew
that's the job.
Before. They probably told her before moving her into VIP. She knew accepting gifts, and then now you don't want to pay the payoff. She was accepting.
Okay, so LaShawn, that's the same mentality as I paid for dinner, I paid for the night out. So now you know what it is.
You got to put out.
That's what I'm saying. When it be your own people who take y'all back to the Stone Ages. Girl, you better bend over. He took you on that stage. You knew he was going to flip you over and throw them legs in the air. You better let that happen. Like, that's the difference. You are not going up there because you know. But I've been on stage. So if somebody wants to know what it's like to be on stage in front of 60,000 people, I get it. And if you want to be on that big screen, I get it. There is nothing that says you have to allow him to fondle you. Nothing.
What does she do for a living? Somebody found her page? I feel like she got like a career probably, and she got an image that she's trying to uphold, or got a dude.
How about she got her mom in the audience?
How about she just has morals?
Bam. Oh. How about she just got morals?
Oh, she tattooed up on cleavage. Okay.
That could be henna. If y'all didn't, women do henna all the time. So the one in the cleavage could be henna. The one on the arm might be a real tattoo, but in the cleavage, that may be henna.
I was just trying to look at her. I was just trying to see.
She's pretty Well, she is. She's a pretty girl. She
And
has
she's used to getting stuff probably from men. She's used
Yeah,
to.
just like Usher's used to getting stuff from women. And go back to the songs, because I'm have a field day. You lucky I ain't got more time.
Don't
It
equate.
doesn't equate. It doesn't equate in the world that you live in, where a celebrity gets to do whatever he wants when you get on stage.
because he's a celebrity.
Because
Yeah.
he's a celebrity. And I've been trying to tell y'all, stop being brainwashed by these folks.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, she has a right to say no. And Usher, legitimately, he's a professional. He should know how to pivot.
Of
Like
course.
she lay down on that bed and let you do all the things. Then you need to get up behind her. You need to dance around her. You need to stand her up and hold her and dance her. Pivot. He's a professional. He knows how to dance. He's an excellent dancer. He knows how to dance.
How about if you that dude, then let your vocals do the rest? How about that? How about if you that dude and stop waiting on a little played out skit to sell the scene and let your vocals sell the scene? How about that? Play the clip. We'll play the clip back as many times as you want. It ain't gonna change nothing.
I think she wants the other clip, the shut the hell up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it to you.
She want this.
Nigga, please.
I think she
Yeah,
want.
this is what she want.
Girl, shut the up.
That's what you need. That's what you need. Because if your daughter went on stage and actually held it down like that, you'd be proud of her. At least I would.
Yeah. Legitimately.
Right. Oh, Auntie outside says shame on Usher. But you was the same one laughing at the other clips, Auntie. What are you talking about? With the cherries, you was loving it, working the audience, the Kiki Palmers and all the people in the crowd. Y'all love that. But as soon as somebody, okay, all right.
I've never seen the bedroom scene. That's a bit much. That's a little over the top for me. But
he didn't have to be that dismissive. She said he didn't have to be that.
He was a little kid. We'll
see, it looks like he pivoted. He started singing next to her, but he did get caught off guard.
Oh.
He got a little. She do look like somebody.
I don't think she want to be on the stage now.
Who else want to be up here with me? Who else should we pick? That's what he's like. Who else? She don't want to be up here. Who else want this?
It's absolutely. It's childish, dog. It's childish, but it gives you the mentality of these celebrities who get what they want when they want it, and then the person catches hell when they're not on demand. And like we said, like Jay said, she used to being treated pretty. That's her. That's her thing in society.
Yeah, well, look, don't hate. Pretty people get privileges. It's not pretty people's fault. It's the fault of the people who give privileges to pretty people. You know? Yeah.
And let me, and this is not to you, Doc. This is not to you. And let me.
Oh, that was for LaShawn. LaShawn hit that button, Mike. LaShawn did that. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
And let me get to y'all. What society claims is pretty. To the people that society claims are pretty. When you don't get what you want, you don't get what you want.
Very true.
Whether if it's a male or female. Drea, she does look like Drea. Yeah, she looks like Drea.
Go ahead. I can't talk about Drea. I can't talk about Drea.
But you know what? He might have also, if we flip it a little bit or look at a different angle, he may have also been frustrated because his team picked her and she wasn't down for the routine.
What are y'all doing? That could be true
and they have a job to do.
Y'all know
Yeah, so legit, none of us know what happens backstage or how they pick unless you've been picked, so you know the process. But let's assume that they do tell them, hey, we're moving you down. Would you like to come to VIP? Surprise, you've been, chosen to be on stage with Usher. He's going to do this scene and this routine and da-da-da-da-da. Do you give consent? They should have had a little consent form down there saying, yes, I give consent.
His ego might have been hurt that they didn't tell her who it was going to be, and when she found that it was Usher, she's like, "This old."
Yeah, because when you read her response, it sounded like she wanted Chris Brown and not
This
Usher.
old mother.
That's what Lady Q was saying in KT, that she really was there for Chris Breezy.
This old Michael Sean motherfucker right here. This
This nigga.
this old dyeing his beard motherfucker gonna think he gonna grind on me. And no, he not. Neither. He better take that AARP ass and keep it moving. Chris threw a girl's phone because she wasn't on it on stage. You don't have to go up there. The fact of the matter is, these dudes actually, if y'all pay attention, these dudes actually show you who they are when things don't go their way. They show you who they are.
Looking deeper into it.
They ain't no looking deeper. This is looking with plain vision. This is looking with plain. This ain't no deep, introspective.
You said Usher is aggressive and angry. That's what you try to equate.
I said he spoiled his hair. I never said that, Jason. Don't even say that shit. I never said that.
I didn't know where you were going.
I said he was spoiled. I said you could see he was spoiled and he was childish when he didn't get exactly the response that he wanted. And that could have been a moment where he would be like, you know what? So you don't want me to touch you? Let me touch you with this voice. But that's what I do.
He pouted.
He pouted.
He did. He let it show on stage. And that's where, he dropped his professionalism a little bit. Like, you got to stay in character. And so instead of trying to out her, he could have like flipped it on himself, because who wouldn't have forgiven him, right? He's Usher. So you flip it on yourself like, oh, I'm not turning her on the right way. Let me try something different. That's what he could have said. And just stood her up and danced, and sang to her and he should have pivoted. He should have just pivoted. But she has a right to say no, y'all. Come on. Stop like trying to get up on the girl.
This is what's crazy about society. It should be expected that a woman says no.
Good morning, Rashida.
But it's expected the other way.
Correct.
On stage is different. Like,
no, it's nothing is different on stage.
It's a performance. It's a difference.
You don't get to violate me for your performance. I'm not getting paid. I don't get paid for your performance. So most people, what should be thought is, I'm not part of this, dog. If you want to sing to me, sing to me. I'm going to get my shine and keep it moving, but I'm not your prop, because that's what you ladies are being used at. If you really want to get into it, you're being used as a prop to kill time for a stage performance, because that is the lazy way to put on a show. And these are the dudes that have the audacity. Y'all have the audacity to compare these dudes to Michael Jackson. These are the lazy ass dudes you have. You have the audacity to ever say that they were this generation's Michael Jackson.
Okay, so no.
Michael Jackson don't need to ever bring anybody on that stage to do anything. He's staying there for 20 minutes. So stop playing with me with your low budget, same old fucking routine that y'all been doing for goddamn 30 years. Y'all paying all that money. So he could drag somebody on stage to kill time. That's what he's doing.
But it's giving them a show. They like it. They fantasizing that it could have been them selected. And that's probably why the girls are mad too. But they like, if that was me, I would have laid back. He would have did that. He would have, oh, what? A lot of women would have imagined them being them. And they
with a stranger. The damn shame.
No, it's the celebrity of it all.
You want to say something to that, LaShawn? You want to say something to that, LaShawn? Huh?
Look, I put the link just in case LaShawn want to click it and tell you about yourself.
I don't want to get slayed. You don't.
If anybody ever want to click the link, it's always out there.
Come on, be my Usher girl, so I can slay you on the stage. Be my Usher girl. Come on, tap that link, mama.
They pay to be a prop. What are you arguing about?
Okay, wait now.
Nobody paid to be a prop. No. Where's your self-esteem? Can you book a session with Dr. Aisha? Where is your self-esteem?
Let me get her the website. She needs to know where to go.
What is the website? HomeandFamilyServices.com.
You stupid.
Now, LaShawn, you have a right to your opinion, but nobody pays to be a prop, sunshine. Princess, nobody does that.
Looking through validation of a sweaty ass alleged STD to
who's your celebrity crush, Mike? Is it still Maya?
It's Maya.
So if Maya, thick Maya right now, had Mike in an uncomfortable situation, you're not going to go along with it if you're a little uncomfortable, Mike.
If I'm listen, I'm 55. If something's uncomfortable, if she thinks she's gonna turn me around and bend me over, no.
I see you taking it too far.
That's the only uncomfortable thing I can think of.
She want to kiss you on your neck, but everybody watching.
If I'm in a relationship right now, no, I'm not. Because I know the opposite way around me.
On stage, if you're in a relationship, you wouldn't even get on stage then.
I'd probably get on stage.
All right.
I mean, you know what? Probably chances are I wouldn't get on stage. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. But I don't have a problem with people getting on stage to be the center of attention. Let's be clear. And I'm not bragging, but I'm gonna stop prefacing shit. I've been the center of attention for a lot of years in my life. So for a lot of people who have never been the center of attention in front of thousands of people, it's a big deal to be like, wow, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
And somebody who's trying to be the center of attention, and I'm gonna leave on this, y'all. I didn't think this Dr. Cheyenne, formerly known as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, I didn't know this could get worse.
You saw Jamal Bryant's post? Is Jamal Bryant's post you talking about?
I did pass it. Jamal Bryant. He went in. She got a school to actually give her the doctorate or the PhD that she's been looking for. Well, this dude decided to do an interview with Mark Lamont Hill. This interview is so bizarre that I can't believe it ain't fake, but I know it's not fake because I know Mark Lamont Hill wouldn't do a fake interview. This is the man who has his own college, who decided that he would give Cheyenne Bryant what she needed. And these are the questions Mark Lamont Hill gives her right here. Believe it? Just watch.
Also in the background, you see her master's of psychology degree.
What we did confirm her master's degree by zooming in on a Netflix video.
Yes. She claims on her public biography that she has a master's in psychology from University of Phoenix. And when you look on the video, you'll see it. Also, we did confirm her attendance at the doctoral level of her participating in courses at Argosy University as a doctor, as there are various students who stated that she was in the same class. So that's verification that she attended doctoral level classes at Argosy University.
What if she attended all the classes and didn't pass any of them?
Based on her competency level and her aptitude level demonstrated in the videos, we're pretty sure that she passed the courses.
Are you a psychologist?
I am a therapist.
Are you trained as a psychologist?
I am trained as a psychologist.
You're the president of the university that gave her the degree, and you're saying you're a doctor, you have a doctorate, and you're in psychology, and you're a trained therapist. So if you're not qualified to do it, then how are you qualified to give her the degree?
I'm definitely qualified to give her the degree. As far as an expert,
how are you qualified to give her the degree?
I'm the president of the university. We made the executive decision. It's within our right. If you look close.
So that's the part one. And look at Doc's face. Look at Doc's face. She's disgusted.
She said, "I know what I had to go through for my stuff in my school." And then, wait, what?
So this is the part two. When you think you can't get any more, we'll give you some more, y'all. We'll give you some more. Here's a little bit more.
Your university doesn't give doctors of psychology, but you've given one, and that one is to Cheyenne Bryant because of her self-fulfilled prophecy.
No, we provide doctor of psychology degrees, but it's rare that students elect to pursue that degree.
How many doctors of psychology have you given ever?
Only one. So literally the university was created.
And who's that one? Is it Cheyenne Bryant?
Cheyenne Bryant. The university was just established in May of 2026. So in regard to Dr. Bryant's narrative about the school not being registered, it was just started in May of 2026. So it's not going to have any type of standing online. It was just established in May of 2026.
How many doctors have you given out total since May?
Only one.
So in the history of this school, which started
in May
8 weeks ago,
yes,
you've given out one degree, and that is to Cheyenne Bryant. So if you've only been open for 8 or 9 weeks, how have you been able to do an earned doctorate? I mean, I understand an honorary doctorate because that's based on life
This is where it gets crazy. The earned doctorate.
Contributions, social contributions, status, etc. But an earned doctorate is usually done through coursework. Yeah, you couldn't do coursework in 2 months.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with what's required of an earned doctorate. It usually takes 4 to 6 years.
Yeah.
But as a private Christian university, we actually reserve the right to waive traditional policies and procedures. So how we conducted that particular decision was we initiated a process called prior learning assessment and credit for prior learning. And what that is that's an assessment on one's previous work in the field of psychology or theocentric psychology. And that is a process where we grant credits based on their vocational experience, their career background. There was also a forensic analysis conducted on the therapy sessions and life coaching sessions conducted by Cheyenne Bryant, and she has approximately 20 or more publicly available. And we made the assessment based on her prior learning and her work in the field of psychology to provide her with this doctor of psychology.
So basically, he watched the interviews that she did live on all the podcasts with the Cam Newtons and other people that she did, and he took that as she got credit as doing actually, like, I guess I don't know the correct term when you're doing something in your field.
Credited hours for the,
yeah, he got credited hours for doing
CEs. Yeah, either the CEs or her internship or her Okay, so he's apparently not accredited. His university he can't be K-CREP accredited. For all the people out there who know what I'm talking about, Lord Jesus, when your baby go to middle school or high school, there's a standard from the Federal Board of Education that says the child must have so many of these types of classes and have so many hours in a classroom in order to successfully pass kindergarten, first grade, fifth grade, eighth grade, 10th grade, 12th grade, right? Like if you've ever gone to the school and they had to do that transcript check and all that stuff at graduation, they say, oh, you missing 0.5 of a credit. So I need you to come and go to summer school so we can bestow this high school diploma on you. The same thing happens in colleges and universities. There's something called accreditation. And accreditation is what gives your degree authenticity.
So before I go, because I'm going to go and you guys right after this. Jay
15,
Black.
8:30. I got to 8:30, so I got 15.
All right, Jay, real quick, before you leave, change that title so they don't think we're talking about
I got
Nolan.
you. I got
Change
you.
it to Usher gets turned down or something like that.
Gotcha.
I just want to say this. If Cheyenne Bryant had a major part to do with this, with her going to this guy and had a major part to do with this, my non-training year says she needs to talk to a therapist. And I mean that with all sincerity. She needs to talk to somebody that she thought that this would be a good idea to bring somebody into her life for some last gasp of validating something that can't be validated because you're not it. It didn't happen. You didn't put the work in. You're not a doctor of any kind. You're just a chick that needs to get pulled up by Usher on stage and fondled. That's what that's what your level of expertise for me is. That's where you're at. You're nothing but a scam artist who has tried to scam people by giving advice, and you've used your societal pretty privilege to get space on people's podcasts. And unfortunately, that's all it takes a lot of times is somebody who can put a few words together and looks good. And every once in a while shows her cleavage on social media. And what it does is disparages the real women who have put in the work, who want to be taken seriously for what they do and actually spent their lives trying to help other people and even keeping up with new techniques and new things and learning new aspects of their field. This is the type of chick that gets pulled on with Usher. This is the mentality of people saying, just do what you do on the bed when Usher says do it on the bed, because she's a hustle maniac who just wants to hustle people. And by playing her clip, I'm feeding into it. But I'm just trying to get likes and subscribers. So if you want to call me a hoe, then I'll be your hoe then. we're just trying to get through 1,000 subscribers. That's all we trying to do. Y'all have a great rest of the show. Doc, thank you so much for changing your time a little bit, but I gotta run to my high-paying job. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
I'll hold it down for 15 minutes and then I gotta go.
Peace.
Doc, what is your response to what he just said? What is your thought?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So look, we all are, those of us who are actually in the field, all the licensed therapists out there. I am a licensed professional counselor and clinical supervisor, right? And so um, we we work hard to get it, you know. In Texas, you don't have to have a doctorate. In Texas, you can have a master's degree. And in most places, you can have a master's degree to be a licensed professional counselor, right? The doctorate is optional. If you're a psychologist, you're going to have a doctorate. You can have a master's in psychology, but to be a psychologist, it's different. The language gets a little iffy picky, but all of that is determined by accreditation. So, gosh, it's sad because when she first came out and she was talking about mental health and she was talking about relationships and all the things, she was contributing. Yeah, she was contributing to the field. She was bringing awareness and opening the door to a lot of people who were a little skittish, right? And then it just made a hard turn left. It just went all the way around. And so I just want to say out there to all the people, please don't let counseling be ruined for you because of all of this stuff, because it's tomfoolery, it's just attention, it's clickbait. It is what it is. I'm actually a little sad for her that they've gone to this extent to showing her get a honorary doctorate from a school that's only been open for a few weeks or whatever he said. And that's just sad, because even an honorary doctorate, y'all, even if it's honorary, let's say she went to a legitimate school, Harvard, any school, Baylor, right? And she got an honorary doctorate, it would still carry some credence, but an honorary doctorate does not mean you've earned it. Okay. It's you didn't write a dissertation, you didn't go through the panels of critique and having to come up with a research topic, you didn't do the coursework, you didn't pass the quizzes, the tests, the exams, and write all those papers that we all stay up at night and just be like, Lord, please just get me through it.
She didn't do the work. She wasn't shooting in the gym. She wasn't shooting in the gym, but she got the championship.
There was, and so I've not done.
But for me, if I can get something out of it and that person is saying something that is really useful to me, I'm still stuck on that because she was able to help people. Ain't that a good thing?
Okay, so I would prefer for her just to say, I have a degree in whatever, and I like to encourage people. This is the part that burns me up, and not with Miss Bryant, not just with her, with all the unlicensed people out there who are trying to do a licensed person's job. This is the part that burns me up. We cannot impersonate police officers.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot impersonate medical doctors. We cannot impersonate judges. Why does society allow people to impersonate licensed therapists? Like, y'all, I need you to understand that this is real healthcare. This is my diagnostic book. I'm gonna slide this computer over just a little bit so I can try to reach with my little short self. Y'all, if you don't know, I'm the height of a Smurf.
What we got?
Okay. This is a real medical diagnostic book, y'all. This is a real medical diagnostic book. You have to be trained in how to read this thing, first of all, and you got to be trained to be able to give medical diagnoses. Like, please understand that if I get called into court, my words have power. That I can sign you out on FMLA, that I can say that you need a emotional support animal, You understand? Like, I can go into your child's school and impact their IEPs, their individual education plans. I can say that somebody needs I can give psychological examinations. You've got a learning disability or whatever. You need accommodations to take tests and all. Like, this is not play. So for all the people in the world who's like, oh, counseling is just a joke. No, this is a real health science, and we are real healthcare professionals. Like, this is the APA, the American Psychological Association, okay, that are made up of thousands of medical doctors. Like if we are for real, in the first 2 pages of this book, not even the first 2 pages, but it's like the first 10 pages, honestly, all these little bitty writings you see, those are all the medical psychiatrists and doctors who wrote this. And there are pages of them at this little bitty font who give credence to these diagnoses. And if y'all like, oh, well, I don't, my conspiracy theorists out there, I don't believe in that. Well, then do you believe in the flu, the common cold, the heart congestion, CHFs, congestive heart failure, and all the other medical diagnoses? Well, guess what? The medical doctors have a diagnostic book as well. So please, y'all, stop going to the hoax and the shamas and the whatever. And I'm not disrespecting anybody else's belief or religion or culture when I say the word shama, but you know what I mean. Stop going to the backwoods person trying to do a healthcare professional's job. If I can't impersonate a police officer, why y'all let these people impersonate us?
Because they be sounding like they know what they talking about. Like, a lot of us, we hear, like my wife said earlier, I give advice on Facebook with my degree. People give stuff and you be like, you know what? I can relate to that, or that makes sense. So that's why I think people are more open to it, and you don't have to. I think somebody, I don't even know what DSM is for insurance purposes. But yeah, I think
it's not for insurance purposes. We're gonna get to that, but keep going, JB.
But I see if people are able to get something out of it, because that's where I hear stuff and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I could try that, or So, but I get what you're saying. They're not licensed to give the advice, but if it can help you, and they're trying to get help and they can't go the right way, that's why I was like, should we? I thought Dr. Cheyenne get it. It's clearly she caught in a lie.
She's like Miss Cheyenne, and yeah, she's Miss Cheyenne. Because I correct y'all all the time. Y'all call me Doc lovingly, but I keep my degrees up there so people will know which degrees I have. Okay,
you're our doc. So
yes,
that's what we
absolutely. So, but when you go to your mom, your cousin, your whoever respected best friend is for, clearly you're not going to a medical professional, because you're going to somebody for advice. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is, all the people in the world who want to give advice, then just say that. I want to give you advice.
Life coach.
I want to talk you through whatever you're going through. Then just say that. Stop impersonating me, is what I'm saying. Stop impersonating the profession. Be clear in what you're saying. The problem I had with her is that she was impersonating the profession, and then not only impersonated it, then she started to talk down on those who were licensed, saying, like, whatever the comment was just then, the only reason for this is for insurance. No, that's not the only reason. The reason for a license is for accountability. The reason for a license is for ethics. The reason for a license is to verify that you've been trained. That licensure exam is no joke.
Yeah, that book looked crazy. I couldn't have read that book. I got to read that thick ass book and remember it, and then get questions about it, and then write something on it, and that's too much work. I quit already. That's not for me. That's not for me.
So the DSM is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders. Okay, and we are in version 5TR. The next version that comes out is going to be version 6. And if you guys are like, well, why do the versions change? Because science changes. Stop playing it. We still find new animals in the ocean. We find new things about the brain. So they have to update the book. All right. And so it's not just for insurance, for everybody. People keep saying, and y'all let these non-science takers, ain't had a science class in 15 years, say things, and y'all believe that is true. For all the people out there talking about, oh, you only need that for insurance. No, we need this stuff for ethics. Let me just say it a different way. You need a surgery. Your toe about to fall off, or you need a heart surgery. Are
Okay.
you going to the medical doctor surgeon that is licensed? Or you going to the one talking about, I don't need no license. That's only for insurance, so we can go billing.
I guess for certain things, people will go a cheaper route if they can't afford it.
But you're not getting medical treatment. Like you need to just go pay Big Mama then.
No, in all seriousness, people go to a Dr. Miami for a BBL or those under, they go to them other doctors for certain things because they can't afford the real deal, even though it's more safe, but they still want the same outcome. So if I need this help and I can't afford it, I can see why people will go.
And you going down to Mexico, you're going to find the backwoods doctor. You're going to go down that dark alley. You're going to let somebody cut up on you. They going to get some, what did I see in this movie once? The can of foam filler to get a girl a BBL. And she almost died because you're not going to medical treatment. Here's a true story, and I can't give all the details of it. Well, not because somebody was my client, but I can't give all the details of it because I don't want to actually talk about the real people who were involved. But I had a bestie who called me, and she has a very powerful job. Let me just say it that way. And so she called me and she said, "Hey, I just need to run something by you." Now, look, y'all, we besties, so we all call each other, blah blah blah. And I said, okay. And then the tone in her voice, because I've been knowing her for a long, she's a dear friend. I was in her wedding. The tone in her voice, my first question was, do you need Aisha or do you need Aisha's license? And she was like, I think I need your license. I said, oh my, okay. I said, well, tell me what's going on. And she's like, I just really need to consult with you, and if I send you a form, will you be willing to sign it just on the business side to say I consulted with you? And I was like, absolutely, absolutely. All right, so run down the things. And so as she was considering whether or not someone in this very important field was going to keep or be released from their employment, she said, I needed to consult with you. She said, but there's someone here who's advocating for them, and I'm she's not an evil leader. She's a very compassionate, very grounded, very legal, but very compassionate leader, right? And she said, I'm just feeling like something's off. So here's what happened, y'all. True story. The person who was about to be released from their employment was out on leave. And I said, what's going on? So a friend was advocating, saying, no, something's wrong, because even when you're out on leave, you have to respond to your job by filling out certain forms and all the things. Okay. And the person wasn't responding, so legally you can be let go. Well, the bestie who was advocating for the person who was going to be, let go was like, no, they have a therapist. I said, well, honey, if they got a therapist, they're on the state board's website. Let's go look them up. What's the name? And she gave me a name, and I spelled that name upside down, inside out. I reversed it forward. I flipped it. I put the first as the last and the last as the first. I said, maybe drop the E, make this I'm trying to, do we need an apostrophe? Like what? And she said, wait a minute. Because she didn't know, she's not in the profession. She said, y'all listed on the board. I said, honey, this is healthcare. Of course. We are listed on the state board. You get to see if somebody has complaints filed against them. This is why you want somebody licensed. You get to see if they've ever been sanctioned. You get to see if they've been sued. You get to see if they violated ethics rules. Okay? You need to know that the person you're going to is competent and doing things professionally. I put this name in there 50 times from Sunday, and I couldn't find the person. And she was like, what does that mean? I said, that means they don't have a license. She said, what? So I said, okay, we using my license, right? So I do what we call a welfare check, but I give it to the therapist. I call the therapist, the phone number that they have. Nobody's answering this number. And I say, hi, my name is... My license number is 68715. I was told that your client is in a medical emergency. We need you to contact such and such and such immediately. No contact, no phone, no nothing. Ultimately, what I had to do, because you only have the privilege of doing this when you have a license, I call the police. I called the police and I said, hey, let's go to, I need a welfare check at this address. My license number is 68715, blah, 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 for the story that was told to me. And the girl, the precious soul was pregnant and her baby died.
Oh.
She was in the house, catatonic. Catatonic means blank, stopped, shunned, cannot move anything. The precious soul was in her house, catatonic. Her baby had died. She was supposed to go back to the hospital to have the baby removed. And if she didn't, she would have died from poison, okay? They had to take her out of that home and immediately rush her into a hospital. Stop playing with my profession, telling me I'm not real.
She told you, Jay Wills.
Okay? Stop playing. This is healthcare, y'all. And if I can't, imitate a police officer, if I can't impersonate a surgeon, then y'all stop letting these people impersonate me. Make them tell you the truth. I am unlicensed. I'm giving you my opinion. I don't have any clinical training, and I just have a heart to help people. Cool. At least now you know the truth. But stop thinking the unlicensed people are the equivalent of those of us who took time to be educated, to work in the field, to be able to diagnose and have the authority, responsibility, and accountability to a state board to make sure we are ethical and we treat y'all right.
Well, she has spoken. It's 8:30. I gotta go too. But you onto something. So any doctor I see, I can ask them for their license number. I should be able to ask them. So y'all feel comfortable. Somebody say to a doctor, hey, what's your license number? I just want to do a little research. But that could be offensive. Wouldn't you be offended if I say, yo, doc, what's your, I know you gave yours out, but you wouldn't be offended.
No, because when you're legitimate, first of all, it's already public knowledge. You ain't got to ask. All you got to do is go to your state board's website, look underneath their title, and just go put their name in there, and you should be able to find it. So it's already public knowledge. My license number and my NPI is a National Provider Identification Number. That's the other thing you get. That's already public knowledge as well. And when you go to a medical professional, all of them in all that paperwork that none of y'all read, our information on how to find us is in there. That's every state has that as a mandated piece of information, how to find you and how to file a complaint to the licensure board if you've done something improper. That's a mandated thing. That's in all your paperwork. Nobody reads it, but it's in there.
Good morning, Johnny from Australia was on. I missed him early. He said the doctors come from India with fake certificates all the time in Australia. I guess people do it. AI can generate anything, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, I could probably do one. Lady Q, help me. I want a doctorate in something. Set me up.
Well, call that Christian University. That only been open a couple weeks. He'll give you one.
Even the state board of cosmetology has a board. Also, even in cosmetology, I guess you gotta be able to verify yourself and has a board. Wow. So it's all public and the license number is there. So yeah, that's dope. So I get it. And I would, like, you're right, you can't impersonate certain things. So why play around with that if that's your mental health and you need that help? And I'm with you, and I see your passion behind it. You are responsible for changing EIPs, whatever. What you said, the schools, IAPs, and you can go to court. So you're that specialist in court that you can help someone get on or off out of case. And I get it 100%. And you paid your dues, and in his respect, it should be there and needed. And Dr. Cheyenne, I keep saying doctor because somebody want to be called a doctor, and she says she is, and Cheyenne Bryan she's in the mix. So at some point, either she's gonna have to clear this up, or she brought it back up by putting the darn cap and gown on. People forgot all about her. She let it go. But the big news article, certificates, corruption. Yeah, got you, Johnny. So mental health needs this. Aisha, I appreciate you as usual, Miss Holman. I got my upcoming session. I ain't even get to talk about my anniversary trip with you to break down relationships and why it's important to get away with your spouse. How often should a couple have a date night is per month?
Ooh.
How often?
Per month, I would say it depending upon finances, but if you can, try to get a date night, big or small, once a week.
Oh,
Something
once
once a
a
week.
week?
Yeah. But see, date nights can look different. Okay, real quick. You can steal away for maybe 4 hours. Okay, it doesn't always have to be a good long time, maybe 4 hours. And for those people who got really small kids and you can't get a babysitter or you don't have a lot of resources, look, put them babies to bed. Y'all go in another room, you turn on some music. That's what my parents do when I was little. You turn on some music, you can order out. That's when you're gonna spend a little change on your order food delivery people. And you turn on some music, you get dressed up if you want, and you can have a date night at home. A date night just simply means quality time that we spend focusing on each other. And we can have a date night playing spades, dominoes, Uno, black Uno, all the things, ebony, obly, you know. We can have a date night doing all, if you haven't heard of ebony opoly, it's the new black Monopoly. It's called Ebony Opoly. Absolutely fantabulous. But you can have a date night doing those things. And now, if you can get a sitter, if you do have the resources, then yeah, go on a traditional date where you leave the home and go out somewhere and do something fun. Absolutely. But y'all, date night just means we just spend time talking about
Once a
us
week.
and being sugar boo and honey baby and all that stuff. We don't talk about
I tried the date night with the cards, but she said I'm too into it because I'm trying to win the game. She said it ain't supposed to be that. But I don't
No, you're
lose the
supposed to be
card game.
focusing in on her.
I'm trying to focus on the strategy of winning these card games. But that's what she just said while we was on vacation playing. So you're too serious with this. No, I need to win. Hold on, I'm strategy. But anyway, so no strategy, people. Just relax, be with your partner at least once a week. Once a week, a couple hours, even if it's 3 to 4 hours. So what is it? ForBetterMarriage.org. The website is Holman Family Services. Every Monday she's here. Somehow Mike done turned this into you joining the show, but I want to get back to therapy conversations and helping people on Mondays and you using your degrees that you have. Let me take that down so y'all can see. I don't even know what MAT, MA, LPCS. That's her stuff. She's official. I believe her. Her license number is 68715. I wrote it down.
That's it.
68715. You can verify her every Monday. She's here. It's Michael Sean, Takeover Legends. Any final words? Give us a final word before I hit this button, Aisha.
It is okay to ask for help. Asking for help, it shows your strength, not your weakness. God loves you today, tomorrow, and forever, and he made you perfect just the way you are.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts,